Leader, third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. It's been troubling to hear some BC organizations recently push the false narrative that by exporting LNG, we are somehow helping to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions. It's not surprising to see them puppet the LNG rhetoric from the previous government, since the signals being sent by this government are often in conflict with one another. For example, Honourable Speaker, we know that increasing an LNG export capacity is inconsistent with Clean BC and our goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030. Yet despite this, Honourable Speaker, earlier this month, the Deputy Minister for Energy, Mines and Petroleum Resources went to Japan to tout the idea of even more LNG development in BC. My question is to the Minister of Environment and Climate Change Strategy. How can British Columbians have confidence that this government is serious about being a climate leader when a Deputy Minister is travelling abroad stumping for further fossil fuel development?
Minister of the Environment and Climate Change Strategy.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the Leader of the Third Party for the question. As the Leader of the Third Party knows well, both his party and our party on the government side were convinced going into the last election that we had a serious climate credibility problem in British Columbia, despite the fact that BC was the first jurisdiction in North America to introduce a carbon tax. And we felt that way, Honourable Speaker, because we had seen a complete reversal of intention to do anything whatsoever about reducing emissions in BC. In fact, don't take my word for it. Even former Premier Gordon Campbell expressed disappointment with his party's approach under Christy Clark. That led, Honourable Speaker, to the Green Party caucus and our caucus agreeing that it was important to have a serious, quantifiable climate action plan in British Columbia, and we set about to do exactly that together, and that resulted in Clean BC. That resulted in a plan that's measurable to meet our climate targets. Honourable Speaker, I'm pleased to have worked with the Leader of the Third Party and their caucus on putting in place a robust accountability framework so British Columbians won't have to take our word for it. They will be able to rely on regular reporting and verification that we are on a path to do what we say we will do, and what we have said we will do is reduce emissions, and what we have said we will do is that the development of LNG must fit within our Clean BC plan.